Written 2 books explicitly with unbelievers in mind. This one, Seeing and Savoring Jesus, real cheap. I don't know what they sell it for. If you don't have money, we'll give it to you. 50 Reasons Why Jesus Came to Die. So here's what I do. I stick by 4 of these in my briefcase every time I travel, unless I'm blowing it because I'm under pressure in the morning and I forget. And my strategy is simply to give them away before I come home. So I'm a pastor. It's pretty easy to get in conversation. Say, hi, you flying to your home or leaving home? That's my kind of lead-in line. And because I'd like to talk to this person. And sometimes it goes quick to, what do you do and what do you do? And now you're a pastor. It's over. But even if it's over, I let it go, and near the end, I grab one of my books, pray Lord, and I say to him, I've written a couple of books, and I would love to give you one. Would you let me give you a book about Christ? I don't think I've ever been said no. You can tell they're awkward. I don't want a book. But they've got another leg of their trip. I usually say, we did that with Peter on the airplane coming out. We gave him this because I had forgotten that. And we gave him this, which is not as impressive. That looks like a free book. This looks like it costs at least $5. So there's some sacrifice in it. Give, 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 give. Buy and give, buy and give, buy and give. Ephesians 4:29. Let the thief no longer steal, but work with his hands that he may have to give to him who is in need. Isn't that amazing? We work to get to give. We work to get to give. We work to get to give. That's our life. It is more blessed to give than to receive. We're into blessing. That's number 4, be a lavish giver and give lots of books away. Number 5, be encouraged that simply finding people interesting and caring about them is a beautiful pathway into their hearts. Now this is hard because this implies you be a kind of person. But it's important that many Christians become this. We should all be this way. Not all of us are this way. Let me say it again. Find people interesting. They are. We're just busy. And so we don't take the time to... You are never standing in front of a human being who's not interesting. Ever. Ever. They are created in the image of God, and whether 18 or 8 or 80, 1,000 interesting things have happened to them. Nobody's interested in them. Nobody asks them their interesting stories they have to tell from when they were a kid, or how they got that scar on their face, or how anything happened to them. Nobody's interested. What if you were? What if you found them really interesting? You're a human being. You're created in the image of God. You're not on the planet by mistake. Things have not happened to you except by the providence of God. If anybody should be interested in other human beings, it should be Christians who believe they're all created in God's image and they're all on the planet for a reason. And just by your interest, you're communicating, you must think I'm here for something. You must think you have something to learn from me. Well, you bet I do. You are a human being. You're a center of consciousness. You have an access to God that I don't have. You are different. You're outside of me. I don't want to be just an inside reflection of myself. I want to get out of me. And you're there, so I'm into you. That would be unusual. That would be unusual. They would say, yeah. My mother was, and my dad, and my sister, and if you're real, I'm not talking clever strategy here, okay? I'm talking you're really interested. And you care about their souls. I don't think there's an artificial division here. Like, well, I'm really interested, but I don't care about telling them the gospel. That's just hogwash. Really interested, but not care about the gospel. Of course you care about both. And a door into your heart might be opened if you're interested in their heart. And if the door into your heart gets opened, what are they going to find there? They're going to find the treasure. So, that's not easy. It's not me. I don't know if the Lord, I've got one of these. This is a smartphone. I'm not sure that's a good word for it. Because it runs my life. It's got a calendar in it, okay? And it syncs with my assistant's calendar. So my life is here. And it's pretty full. And so is everybody else's, which is one of the reasons we don't ever pause to be interested in anybody. Because we're going somewhere. I'm going to church. Sorry, beat up guy on the road from Samaria. That was number 5. Number 6, be encouraged that on Tuesday nights at the South Campus with Elijah Layfield, and here with Justin and some others, downtown, there is a evangelism training and frontline action ministry eager to have you come. So I asked Justin to write me a note telling me what I should say about it. 6:30 every Tuesday night, and Thursdays, South Campus. He wrote this: our mission is to ignite and spread a passion for Jesus Christ through the joy of evangelism. We meet on Tuesday nights downtown, 6:30 in the Commons for worship, prayer, word, and on Thursday, 6:30 at the Southside Building 501, Suite 110 with Elijah Layfield. We will train new evangelists and then team them up with experienced evangelists. This is an excellent opportunity to learn how to better articulate and share the gospel of Christ. Our deepest desire and prayer is that the gospel of Jesus would be spread through the lives of the saints at Bethlehem. We're here to help them make that vision and desire of God a reality in the lives of those at Bethlehem. This is an opportunity to be equipped, impassioned, emboldened, filled with joy for the gospel of Jesus Christ. May many of us come and ignite and spread a passion for Christ's glory in our families, our neighborhoods, our cities, our nation, and our world. Again, Tuesday at 6:30 in the Commons. On Thursday, Southside Building 501. We will be ready and praying for more laborers to ignite and spread a passion for Jesus through the joy of evangelism for Christ's glory and the joy of the saints. Justin Hoover, 651-635-8968. Thank you, Justin. These are wild and crazy people who meet on Tuesday night, and I love them, just like I love Jews for Jesus. I want to be like them. Talk about the gospel, then they go out and they talk to people. Malls, parks, wherever. University, I went with them once over to the university. Walk up to somebody at a table and you start talking and they'll tell you hi. I was praying downstairs with the group, and one of our prayers was, Lord, wouldn't it be wonderful if you would cause the emotions that we have after we share the gospel with somebody to be present before we share the gospel with them. And just the emotions we have before, they could just go to hell. Okay? Which is where they're from. So whether you think that you'll be doing cold turkey, loving, confronting evangelism all the time, everybody ought to try this. You know what faith is? One of the things that faith is? By faith, this is Hebrews 11, by faith Abraham went out not knowing where he was going. By faith, Abraham obeyed